Okay, let's dive into this. You've brought us some really interesting material about something called BentGame.
Yeah, and specifically how it seems to connect with content creators and their work.
Right. And our mission for this deep dive, just based strictly on the text you shared, is to figure out how creators can use this platform.
How they can monetize their photos and videos.
Exactly. Make money from them, but also, and this seems important, expand their reach, get more eyes on their stuff.
The source definitely highlights both
And
aspects.
it frames the whole thing not just as, showing content.
No, it's more about engaging with it, interacting within a game.
Engaging in a game, yeah. That's the core concept we need to unpack here.
Well, what jumps out immediately from the material is this idea of like two main ways for users to get to the content.
A dual path, okay.
Yeah.
And how does that structure help the creators?
It seems intentionally set up to create different kinds of opportunities for them.
Okay, so the source describes the first way. A player finds content directly, like from the creator's own page.
Exactly, from what the text calls their BentBox page, their profile, basically.
And if a user plays a game from there.
The text is specific. They pay $1.99, and that unlocks one photo from that creator's collection right there in the game.
Okay, $1.99 for one photo. And the benefit for the creator there, according to the
It
source.
seems pretty clear. Direct monetization, straight up revenue.
Right. For an individual piece of content, it's presented almost like selling a premium interactive preview.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
For people who are already interested enough to be on your page.
Makes sense. It showcases your work engagingly to maybe existing fans.
And crucially, the source emphasizes that $1.99 purchase always links back
Links back where?
to the original box, the album or collection that photo is from.
Ah, so it's not just unlocking the picture in isolation.
No, the text says it's explicitly designed to drive traffic back to the creator's full library on the platform.
So for the user, it's like a gamified way to get something exclusive from a creator they like.
And potentially deepens that fan connection.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the direct route, catering to maybe an existing audience. But the source mentioned a second way.
Yes. There's also a random access method. This happens more when someone's playing just on the main BentGame.com site.
Not from a specific creator's page.
Right. And in that case, the user pays less, just $1,
$1. And what do they get?
a random photo, pulled from, well, the entire site-wide inventory of all participating creators.
Oh, okay. So lower price, random content. How does that help the creator according to the source material?
This is where the reach aspect comes in, apparently.
Now, exposure.
Exactly. The text really highlights this as an engine for much broader visibility, getting your work seen by way more people.
People who might not be direct followers or have ever even heard of you.
Precisely. The source frames it as a powerful discovery tool. Your work gets put in front of totally fresh eyes, potentially attracting new fans or buyers.
That makes intuitive sense. Someone just playing the game randomly might see your photo and think, oh, what's this?
And that $1 price point probably helps, makes it easy to just, take a chance.
Encourages that spontaneous discovery.
And just like the direct method, the source says the box that contains the revealed image is always linked.
Always linked, even for the random ones.
Yes. So even if someone finds your photo randomly for $1, they can still click through to see the full collection it came from.
So you're still selling a preview, effectively.
A preview that's meant to entice them to explore your specific content pages, driving that new traffic back to you.
Okay, so pulling it together, the source seems to describe a very deliberate two-pronged strategy. You've got the direct access, that's $1.99, maybe higher monetization per view, aimed at an engaged audience.
Right.
And then the random access, cheaper at $1, designed for broad reach, discovery, finding new people.
Exactly. And both methods, critically, are designed to funnel people back to the creator's main content hubs, their boxes.
The source calls it a clever dual-pronged approach, is that right?
That's the phrasing used, yeah. Empowering creators to monetize previews and broaden reach simultaneously.
It's presented as sort of a win-win system.
That seems to be the idea described. Creators earn from these interactive previews. Players get exclusive content in a game format.
It's certainly an interesting model for distributing and valuing digital content previews. You've seen how this platform, based on the source text, turns content display into a game.
With two different price points, two different access methods.
Each serving a dual purpose. Monetization and audience building definitely leaves you thinking, doesn't it? So here's a final thought for you to mull over. How might these kinds of gamified access models fundamentally change how we discover and how we value digital content previews going forward?